Hi, I'm Elijah, and I got nothing. You'd think after 5 months you come up with something, but no. And when I got nothing, that gives me an excuse to look at the backlog. Let me explain. Now this may just look like a regular game collection, and it is. However, this is just a collection of games that I have refused to play that I've bought from the last year. Which means yes, I own Prey, and yet have still refused to play it. This is more becoming a king than a compulsion. So with that out of the way, let's pick something at random. We play? I was expecting Sonic. I'm gonna talk about Wii Play.
The Nintendo Wii is the most charming console of all time is something somebody would probably say. And while the Wii is not perfect, it's still a fun thing to use. And it is one of my favorite consoles as it did shape this person in front of you. But back to 2006 with the Wii being the hot ticket item everywhere, getting regular people hooked on it with its motion controls and its packed in game Wii Sports. That game showed what the Wii can do with the motion controls to where you can actually feel like you're playing baseball. Baseball. But when the regulars had their fill, they needed more. Something that was just as fun as Wii Sports and something that takes advantage of the Wii remotes. So one day Nintendo decided to release Wii Play with a staggering... So Wii Play, where did you come from? Well, in order to answer that, we have to go all the way back to when the Wii was being developed. Wii Play along with Wii Sports were several games developed from initial tech demos showing off the power of the Wii remote. Some were grouped into demos that showed off the motion controls, which mainly became Wii Sports, and the rest were put into Wii Play. Okay, so that actually sounded a lot general, so to be more descriptive, they basically just put the demos that showed off the capabilities of its pointer into Wii Play. The other demos would go into games like Wii Music, Wii Fit, and Nintendo Land, just to name a few. Now Nintendo could have just stopped it there and called it a day, but Nintendo just had to add something, and so they bundled the game with a Wii remote with an extent of... For whatever reason in this generation, Nintendo was always putting in a Wii remote with a bundle. I mean, I'm not gonna complain over free stuff. And also considering that Wii remotes by themselves costed about 40 bucks and Wii games were like 50 to 60 bucks, and with Wii Play with the bundle, yeah, you'd be an idiot not to get that. Wii Play released on December of 2006 in Japan and in Europe, but February 12th here in North America in 2007. Receptions for Wii Play were mixed, with its release selling millions. But those millions were just a result of having a Wii remote with a game. So you know what? Let's dive into Wii Play, shall we? So Wii Play starts with this title. I could see how this game sold millions. So Wii Play has this menu with your Mii that you can abuse, and mini games. Each mini game is locked, so you have to play each and every one to unlock it. So basically we're gonna look at every mini game in this collection. And for me to differentiate myself, I'm gonna use the Sonic Adventure 2 ranking system. Oh, and the title counts as a ranking. Shooting Range was the Duck Hunt of this collection, which has little to do with Duck Hunt as Duck Hunt is to Nintendo. Now there are some ducks to shoot, but that's only like an Easter egg. But they do have a clay pigeon stage. This mini game has you shoot balloons, targets, clay pigeons, UFOs, and cans. It's a fun, high score based arcade style mini game, and nothing more. Up next is Find Me.
I'm missing?
This is basically Where's Waldo but with Mii's. Sometimes you have to find which ones match, which ones don't belong, and sometimes they move. Not a bad game, it's just something I'm probably not gonna play for too long. Table tennis, you play as a hand and you're with a computer and you play for a rally to get 100 points. But the computer keeps moving in the opposite direction, like come on guy, we're trying to get a rally going. But again, it's kind of fun. Pose Me, now this is a game that showed the power of the Wii remote. The last few feel like I can play them on an emulator with a computer mouse. This one? I don't know how you could do it with this one. This is a classic match the pose in the hole game. You have to turn the Wii remote like a key to fit it in the way the hole is placed. You also have to switch your Mii's poses to correspond with the bubbles and don't let them fall on the line. Also, the backgrounds look like a Windows screensaver. All in all, it's a good game and it shows what the Wii remote could possibly do opposed to what Wii Sports did. Now, is it something that I would do for hours? Well, that seems fair. Laser hockey is basically future Pong because they needed a way to make Pong suck. I mean, I don't know, I think it's more of a me thing, but the sticks have a bit of an unrestricted movement to them, so which you don't just move up and down. You could say I just suck, or maybe the game sucks to me. Billiards. Now that's something I can get behind. I'm not the biggest pool player in the state, but I do know how to play. Kind of. And billiards on Wii Play is a bit of a representation on that. Hold the Wii remote to the cue ball, pull it back, and hit it like you're actually playing pool. While in Wii Sports with golf, you get a taste of what it feels like to be rich. Here it feels like you're hanging out with that cool uncle with a man cave. Fishing is another good one. I like the whole paper aesthetic that it gives, which has a childhood feeling to it. I mean, the game itself, you're just fishing. Catch a fish and then get a bonus fish. It's honestly quite relaxing. Charge, one of the only games to have an exclamation point. And by God, it has a statement being, why am I in here? Okay, so you're riding a cow and you ram into scarecrows and try to get a record time, which seems fair, but with this game, you have to hold the Wii remote on its side like handlebars. Tilt it down to accelerate, pull it back to deaccelerate, and jerk it up to jump. The game itself is fine, it's just more of an odd duck in this collection. It's almost like somebody looked at it and went, where else is it gonna go? Really, I don't feel like that they probably could have made something like Wii Ranch or Wii Farm and have this game in the collection, but overall still a fun game, but it feels like this is an adopted game. And finally, we finish it off with Tanks, another game with an exclamation mark. This one is the most gamey in the bunch, with you being a tank and shooting down other enemy tanks and laying bombs. It's very reminiscent of combat on the Atari 2600, but it has more meat on its bones. And with all the games added with multiplayer for you and a friend to duke it out and make the table tennis portion a hell of a lot manageable, Wii Play's results are a whopping Could you tell this was a repackaged tech demo? Wii Play may not have the same impact as Wii Sports, but it's not that bad. Sure, the games are simple, but that's probably what they were aiming for. It's like one of those old school arcade games where you just pick up something and play and then that's it, no extra fluff. But as luck may have it, it gets weirder with a sequel to Wii Play Motion, but that's a story for another day. Wii Play is basically an arcade compilation tech demo, but still fun nonetheless.
And with me finishing Wii Play, we could put that back in the collection, and then we could also add the Kingdom Hearts collection. Damn!